Hello, everybody. It's meteorologist Hutch Johnson with a forecast update on this Thursday afternoon. Risk of severe weather will take shape tonight, but tomorrow, all modes of severe weather, including tornadoes, a possibility. Details in this update right now.
Now, a Hutch's weather update with Chief Meteorologist Hutch Johnson, brought to you by Robert Gibb and Sons.
We'll go in chronological order right through your hour-by-hour forecast across the region. Hutch heading back to the 50s as we go into the weekend, and I'll keep my eyes on the weather for you. The next 2 afternoon and evening hours could be filled with strong to severe thunderstorms. Now, as we go through your Thursday, we'll see a little line forming here in the central part of the state, and we'll show you the radar here in just a second. But as we go through the afternoon hours, scattered showers and storms. The risk of severe as we go through the overnight hours is not zero, but a few of these storms that form in this hot and humid air could be strong to severe, particularly up in parts of Manitoba, right? Brandon to the Winnipeg area, seeing a chance of that. Now, as we go through the overnight hours and first thing in the morning, this model showing they fester up then. So overnight storms and into the morning hours could be strong. Look at all the blue that you see here on the radar display. Some hail potential with these cells that form. Now, these will not be fast movers. The environmental wind is not very fast, so they'll kind of meander over a few hours in the area as we start our Friday morning, working the way into the Twin Cities as we go into the afternoon hours. And then as we head into the evening hours, it does look like we'll have a chance for a few of those storms to redevelop and work their way from Park Rapids and on up to Duluth. Now, all models are showing things differently. Just suffice it to say this: the risk of severe weather has increased as we have gone through the day, adding moisture, that humidity that you feel out there today, as well as the heat. And that adds buoyancy to the air. This area here is in a level 2 risk area out of a 5-level scale. It's called a slight risk. Most of North Dakota, central Minnesota into northern Wisconsin. So any of those storms that form late tonight and overnight could be strong to severe. But as we take a look at what we're expecting for Friday, this has been enhanced, an enhanced area of a risk for the Bismarck to Fargo area for day 2. Now, when we take a look at the risks of individual things from the Storm Prediction Center, but Hutch has got for the last couple of days, it says tornadoes possible in these areas. And here is a look at the categorical probability of tornadoes. So we're up here in the brown area. That's a 5% risk of tornadoes within about 25 miles of any point in the brown here. So the entire I-94 corridor of North Dakota in towards central Minnesota and the Brainerd Lakes area. This does include you folks up in Bemidji area as well. Under the gun for some tornadoes. The green areas means those tornadoes cannot be ruled out as well. Now, as we take a look at that hail threat with all the heat and humidity, this is going to be quite high as well. This is a 30% risk of severe sized hail, and some of this could be very large hail, over 2 inches in diameter possible. Not from every storm and not from every location you see circled in red there. Keep that in mind. When we take a look at that wind damage threat, that's going to increase in this area as well. So that's why I've been saying for a couple of days, all modes of severe weather are possible as we go through your Friday. A round in the morning and then another round in the afternoon, mainly off to the east. I will keep you posted there as we go through the forecast period. The other factor I want you to be aware of after the 2 days of storms, Thursday, late tonight, and Friday, we do have that risk of some terrible heat. The 7-day forecast shows 90s in Fargo. Heat indices over the 100 level for many of our southern and eastern counties. So much so we already have a heat warning in place for southern Minnesota. Temperatures in the 90s, heat indices triple digits after we get through 2 days of severe thunderstorms. Much, much cooler on the backside of the system. Here is a look at the area where the heat warning has been placed by the National Weather Service office out in the area of the Twin Cities. So big car show out there in the Twin Cities. Those areas going to be under that heat warning. Heat warning in pink that goes through Sioux Falls all the way down to Lincoln. The red counties that you see up in northern Minnesota, that is a high heat or excessive heat watch that's already in place. And we do have some concern for heat as well in parts of South Dakota. What we see here, see if I can click on this. I might have to zoom in just a little bit. My apologies. So this is a heat advisory for today for parts of South Dakota. Things are already hot out there. Let's take a look at the current radar and get you on your way here as we head through our Thursday. And again, I will keep you up to date with the latest, but late afternoon and nighttime storms will be a possibility here as we close out our Thursday. Now temperatures, a look across the region. Notice the heat in Pierre, that white color you see there, that is some sizzling heat with temperatures there in this hour as we cross into the 3 o'clock hour, well into the 90s. Huron, Pierre, Mobridge 91, Bismarck 88. The heat is on in Fargo and Grand Forks. It's in the 80s here. How about Park Rapids and Bemidji, close to that 80-degree range? And as we look out towards Roseau and War Road, it is 70, so quite a range of temperatures. Wow, look at southwest Minnesota, Montevideo. I thought I saw 97 there, and I think I did. There, where is that? That's in Madison, parts of southwestern Minnesota. Sizzling hot already. Factor in that humidity, and heat indices are already in triple digits in many of those places that are in the mid-90s already. Here's the radar. Not a lot going on, so we'll sneak out near the Estevan area up here, and we do have a strong thunderstorm starting to develop. Not severe yet. This is going to be drifting in that general direction of the Crosby, Noonan area, northwest parts of North Dakota. Stay safe, stay informed today. As storms form, know that they're forming today in an environment that could create hail and wind, okay? So stay informed and find out if the storm near you has a warning. You can do that on hutchesweather.com. Make sure you allow Hutch's website here to follow your device's location. The warnings will show up at the top of the page along with my most recent videos. Now, another way you can stay informed as well is by keeping on board with Hutch by following on Facebook and subscribing to my YouTube channel called Hutch's Weather. Have a great day, and we will keep you informed on this hot and stormy stretch of weather right here on Hutch's Weather.